Lucas checks his banking app. $1,842. That's everything he has saved.
He sighs.
Because every finance video seems to say the same thing. Just invest. Let compound interest work. Build wealth. But Lucas is thinking something different. How do I build wealth when I barely have anything? And if we're honest, this is the quiet frustration most ambitious people feel. You work hard. You try to be responsible. You avoid stupid financial decisions. And yet, real wealth still feels strangely far away. That's when Sara leans against the whiteboard and smiles. Because there's a milestone that almost no one talks about. And once you reach it, money starts behaving differently. That number? $20,000. Before $20,000, money controls your decisions. Lucas knows this feeling well. He stays at a job he doesn't love. Not because he wants to, because he can't afford to leave. Every decision becomes defensive. Can I pay rent? What if something breaks? What if I lose my job? And when you're living inside those questions, every month, something subtle happens. Your brain stops thinking long-term. You don't plan wealth. You plan survival. Your brain isn't thinking about investing. It's thinking about survival. Sara writes 2 words on the board. Scarcity. Freedom. Most people live stuck in the first one. But something surprising happens once you build even a small financial cushion. Your brain changes. The background anxiety starts fading. Decisions feel less desperate. You stop reacting to money. And you start planning with it. If you understand this, you change your financial life. Now imagine Lucas finally saves his first $20,000. For almost 2 years he saved $1,000 every month.
Slow.
Painful.
Disciplined.
There were months where it felt pointless. Months where the progress felt invisible. But then something interesting happens. The second $20,000 comes faster.
Why?
Because Lucas isn't working alone anymore. Now his money works too. Sara draws a simple example. $20,000 invested at 8%. That's $1,600 a year. Money Lucas didn't trade time for. Money that showed up because money works for him now. Here, money works for you. And this is where momentum begins. Once this machine starts turning, something subtle but powerful happens. Each year your effort matters a little less, and your capital matters a little more. Here's the strange truth about investing. The strategy doesn't really change. The math does. Sara writes on the board. $1,000 times 10% equals $100. $10,000 times 10% equals $1,000. Same investment, same return, but suddenly the results feel real. Before $20,000, growth feels invisible. After $20K, the numbers start to matter. And this is the moment many people finally feel something shift. For the first time, money stops feeling like a treadmill and starts feeling like a system. This is the kind of thing rich people do differently. They focus on building the base first. Because once the base exists, the machine starts running. But the biggest reason $20,000 changes everything isn't the money. It's the identity shift. Lucas didn't just save $20,000. He became the kind of person who can save $20,000. That means discipline, delayed gratification, intentional spending. Sara circles 1 word on the board. Control. Lucas no longer feels like money controls him. Now he controls it. And once that happens, everything accelerates. Because when discipline and capital finally meet, momentum becomes inevitable. Now, maybe you're watching this thinking, I'm nowhere near $20,000. That's normal. Most people aren't. But 3 things will get you there faster. First, know exactly where your money goes. You can't build $20,000 if you don't know your starting point. Second, automate your savings. Make it happen before you can spend it. And third, increase your income whenever possible. Because there's a hard truth about saving. You can only save what you earn. Lucas checks his banking app again. But this time the number is different. $20,347. And something strange happens. For the first time, money feels like it's moving forward. Because the hardest milestone in wealth building is the first one. And once you reach it, the system finally starts working. Let's simplify money today.